We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the Texans sideline, head coach D'Amico Ryan. His guys at 2-0 to begin 2025. Then on the other side, you've got the Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys on the other end of the spectrum. They're 0-2 to begin this year. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go through the rain here in Jacksonville. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the
and now the first carry for Joe Mixon. The defense stringing him out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down up past the 40-yard line.
And the Texans first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down,
First and 10.
Houston.
The give to Mixon from out of the pistol. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. On play action. Stroud. Forced out wide.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb.
Nick Chubb on the carry. Koya Sade Oluokun on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Mixon. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former number 1 overall pick out of Clemson.
We both could get the sense from talking to him this week leading up to today's game, Mike, just the amount of pressure he felt that was on his shoulders. And frankly, in the entire locker room, they need to get their first win. When you study NFL history, starting a season 0-3, not many teams have ever made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era, only 6. So if they want to get a chance to find themselves in the playoff hunt, if they just want to get their season on track, a win today is going to go a long way.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He finds De'Ami Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Brought down at the 10-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run it once more with ETN. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Jaguars first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Lawrence. Now, where will they mark him? It looks like he's a little bit short, just by about the length of the football. So decision time coming up. It's 4th down. And he's not going to get this. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Room to run past the 15. And so much for being backed up, he takes this beyond the 25-yard line.
And the Texans first down.
Schultz, the motion man. On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And he'll get forward for a couple. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And they won't let him get away. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Eric Armstead. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. So, on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jaguars offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Pass midfield to the 45. And he'll be taken down. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll step up and run. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
On the draw to give to ETN. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run it here with ETN. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
To throw is Lawrence. Rolling. Good blocking, and he's in. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Dell, the motion man. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It leads to
Second and 10. On the ground, it's Mixon. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man, complete to Dell. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
And the Texans first down. 24-yard gain.
Schultz, the motion man.
First down, Texans.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 6.
From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Brings up second and 4 at the 25-yard line.
So after 1, it's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins from the 25. Here's second and 4. As we are ready to get back underway. On the option, they give it to Mixon. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
And he surges folks for a gain of about 5. Second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
First and goal, Houston.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Backed up to the 3. It's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal. At the 3.
Mixon. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Brings up third and goal.
To throw, it's Stroud. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The two-time Pro Bowler, Josh Hines-Allen, in to drop him on third and goal, and that will send the field goal unit out. Fourth down, and on comes Jaime Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially close to Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, and you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's two guys that play tight in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy one.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The veteran, Danico Autry, getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on third and 16.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Kamari Lassiter there on the stop. Second down, Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third down.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. There are three tight ends here on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And a short gain there, down only to the 48.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his own 41.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. There's Hunter. It's complete. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's the AFC Pro Bowler from a year ago, Logan Cook, to punt. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. Open man, that's Collins. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They run a toss to Chubb. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Stroud. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Stroud. The ball comes out. The Jaguars think they have it, and they do.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Jaguars offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Here's a short one. He's got Strange. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
For the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the handoff, it's ETN. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Jacksonville.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Once again, it's ETN. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Lawrence now on second down. That's swung out to ETN. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
Lawrence now. That'll be caught. It's Hunter. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
6 yards.
A big one there on third down. Good for 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 7. Here's a run with their tight end. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. This is 3rd and 6.
It's third down and 6.
Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout. We'll talk things over before third down. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This about as short as you can get. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. A sad day for some, the official final day of summer. Fall begins in the USA tomorrow, so time for one more summer fling, if you will. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Highmark Stadium. It's the Bills at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. And this is Nick Westbrook-Akine. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. This will be an 83-yard catch and run for the touchdown. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And it's last year's 8th overall pick, Michael Penix. He'll scramble and take it in from 1 yard out. Touchdown. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's Aaron Rodgers, had Devontae Adams for all those years. Now he's got DK Metcalf. 20 yards on the touchdown pass. The Steelers, looking for a win after 2 losses to start out the season. They lead this one at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Grab Here's ETN of the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Gain of 25 yards on the play.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. That's Henry To'o on the tackle.
It's a pickup
Ball on the
of 3.
47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence on the draw. It's ETN. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Mike, so often we see when a draw play is called, so much of the success depends upon what look do you get from the defense. In this case, they dial up a blitz. It could be feast or famine. In this case, it's famine. The blitz runs right into the draw. They get stopped. No gain.
De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Jaguars ready to punt this one away. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. Texans offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll go play action with Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And the Texans 1st down.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a toss play with Mixon. And he'll try to keep his footing. Manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. In motion now, it's Collins. Now a toss play. Running left, it's Mixon. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down.
For the Texans.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Jags offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from ETN.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Big Sheldon Rankin in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down. That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and They'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Higgins sent in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down for Houston.
1st down. It's a gain of 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he is out of bounds down at the 21. On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Here comes the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Jamie Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Texans cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action for Lawrence. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last 2 runs go nowhere and sets up 3rd and very long. Here's Lawrence to throw. That one intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, but this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Dell, the motion man. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
26-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans cut the deficit down to 1.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jaguars offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter. He gets in for an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100. It would have certainly been a terrific career to this point. To throw is Lawrence. He'll get this out to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
Lawrence. Open right side. That strains the tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Searching forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. That one pulled in by Bryant. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Jaguars.
On the ground, it's Mixon. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end in Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, Stroud. back to Schultz. He's got it again.
Stroud's pass.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13.
On second down, Stroud. He'll step up and run. Stroud avoids the contact as he slides to a stop after picking up the first down.
That's another Texans first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Mixon. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Mixon. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A give for Etienne, heading right. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne on the option. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
16 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
On the draw, the give to Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Get it in the hands of Hunter coming around. Whoa! And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
A gain of 26 more yards. That's another Jaguars.
They'll run the toss with Bigsby. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a
Lost
yard.
1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
12-yard line.
To throw is Lawrence. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's 3rd down.
There defensively.
Lawrence. This is caught 2. To the goal line and in. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Texans 12.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He'll start at the 2. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. 2nd and 11. To throw is Stroud. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Trayvon Walker gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Texans set to punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Jaguars offense getting set to get back to work. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. On the ground, here's Etienne. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Here's Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
On the play. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Jacksonville.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
1-yard gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Tom. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Jaguars first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. thing you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Little on now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Texans
on first and 10. Here's Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
A loss of 6 yards.
They'll run with Mixon. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. On the option, they give it to Mixon. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll go play action with Stroud. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And 6 yards to go.
Higgins sent in motion. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will score. Game on. Take down. Touchdown, Houston. It's his third touchdown on the year. Now Payne Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans have cut the deficit to 5.
Texans 19.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This taken around the 11. A good return as he takes it across the 30. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
The Jaguars first down.
They'll come up here first and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
Once again, it's ETN. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Back at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff. ETN. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's third down.
Pickup brings up third and 13.
They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. Texans offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Here comes 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Here's Stroud. That's out wide for Chubb. And a good job rallying to the football. Holds him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Stroud to throw. Now a deep ball here for Collins. He's got it! And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
The Texans, 1st down. A gain of 37 yards.
Now the spike comes with 28 seconds to go.
1st down.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Stroud going to set up to throw. Get it out quickly to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
4th down.
Now, Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down. As the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down. Oh, the ball's out. The Jaguars have it. So, it's a win here for the Jaguars. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. No chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.